Greetings from Miami, Florida. We're about to enter the Port Miami Tunnel, opened in 2014 and the longest one of only 2 operating public tunnels in the entire state of Florida. It was very costly to build, quite a feat of engineering, but it was overdue. We now have a direct connection between the Port of Miami and the interstate highway system. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent here. Why are we coming to the port, you might ask? Well, today we're getting on the largest cruise ship in the world, the icon of the seas. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah. We have arrived at the Royal Caribbean Terminal, and it is quite nice. I have never been here before. We're also traveling with Mom. This is more for her than it is for us, actually.
We're getting on the grandest ship in the world.
Nice terminal indeed. By the way, one of my first jobs was here at the port, when they used to have a duty-free shop. That was 30 years ago. This terminal didn't even exist back then.
It's the icon of the seas. Welcome, yay!
Oh wow, this is quite nice.
We've made it aboard the icon of the seas. Now we're going to report to the muster station and then to the room. This is awesome. Well, we're waiting for the room to be ready, and should be ready any minute now. So we can drop our bags and begin the fun. Well, we're going to begin the room tour here at the what Royal Caribbean calls the Infinity Balcony. And they claim this is their invention because it is a balcony, but if you do this, it could also be a window. A floor-to-ceiling window here in our room, and I'm just talking because it is not the fastest system in the world, but you get the idea. The only problem is when you open this, the air conditioner turns off in the room, and it's a hot one in Miami today.
We do get great views of Government Cut, which is the entrance to the port, Miami Beach, the MacArthur Causeway, Star Island. I mean, all the islands of the rich and famous we can see from here. And we've been lucky to have a pretty nice sunny day here. The weather is certainly cooperating. Downtown would be that way. There's an island in the middle of the intracoastal with an obelisk. That would be the Henry Flagler Monument. And the island itself, it's a little bit of a party spot. Anyway, I'm getting distracted here. Let me show you how the shades work and the rest of the room.
Because we have another button here, and this one, if you want to have some, shade, let's say you want to sleep in and you don't want to be awakened by the sunrise, which in my case, I do want to be awakened by the sunrise. You can actually close this whole thing all the way to the bottom, all the way. I did not have to hold it; it just goes down by itself. And now we have darkness. I doubt we're gonna use this feature very much, but oh no, I broke it. There we go. Now let me show you the rest of the room. And while we have the balcony open, look all the humidity. It's like crazy. It's Miami humid, 90% humidity and 99 degrees Fahrenheit. We have the bed, queen size bed with we have a regular American power outlet on that side. We have USBs on both sides. We have a nice TV, some shelves here. Everything is wet in here from those 30 seconds that I had oh, look what my mom did. She did a heart on the mirror. Hi, Mom. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, on this cruise, we're traveling with Mom on the grandest ship in the world. Now, let me show you what we have here. We have a universal power outlet at 120 volts. We have 2 USBs, a European Type-C power outlet, probably 240 volts, and then 2 more USBs. We have USBs everywhere, plenty. So we should be able to charge all our devices. Telephone here, and pretty large closet area here, as you can see. And I'm going to show you a little more of the room as we go along. But right now, let me show you the bathroom. Well, here we have the bathroom. We have a small-ish sink with a nice mirror here, and some storage, or toilet, storage space. And this is the shower. Check it out. It's pretty big. It's kind of like a trapezoid shape. We have a sit and yeah, definitely enough headroom here. Next order of business, lunch. Here we go. These are the elevator number J. Here we go. 15. Deck 15.
Yeah, the elevators don't have any buttons inside. I'm not sure I'd like that. And here we are, the Windjammer.
Windjammer Marketplace. I can already smell it. We have the bakery, with charcuterie.
Well, you know me, I'm gonna go for the lobster. So many clams, calamari, mussels, scallops. And you have to have a nice sculpture, right?
Oh, look at that. So much good food. We got chicken curry. There's so much food, it's overwhelming. Oh my gosh. Check this place out.
Yeah, thanks to Mom, we managed to get a table in the handicapped section.
We got lobster. Maine lobster. There he goes. The Independence of the Seas. Our sister ship. No, not really. Our cousin ship.
Yeah, it's an older ship, but still very nice. And they have real balconies. By the way, we came back to the room to see some of the other ships go by, but I'm gonna set up a camera doing a time lapse because we're going back upstairs for the sail away celebration. Here's another view towards Star Island, the part of Miami you don't get to see all that often unless you have a boat. Here comes the carnival magic. Yeah, good times. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. These people look like they're ready to have a good time. You can tell that it's an older ship. There's a little bit of rust here and there. Yeah. Let's wave and say goodbye. I'm going to leave the time lapse going and let's explore the rest of the ship. This is the famous Pearl. Royal Caribbean seems to be very proud of it. I have a feeling this is going to be one of my favorite parts of the ship, the promenade. They have dueling pianos, comedy club, several other music venues and restaurants. And this is the Pearl Cafe here, on the upper level of the promenade. Very cool, but also very crowded, which is to be expected on the largest ship in the world. As of 2024 here, I'm sure they're already building an even bigger one. Let's step out onto Chill Island, where a sail away celebration is taking place. And they're playing a lot of music all over the ship. Music I cannot play on YouTube, so I'm sorry I may not be able to show much when it comes to ambient sound. That down there must be Central Park. This casita could be yours for a lot of money. Here, they even have a swim-up bar. I've always wanted to go to one of those. There goes the MSC Seascape. Alright, let's check on the camera I left in the room doing the time-lapse.
sail away party going on. We're sailing away very soon.
We've got pretty good views of downtown Miami. There are several swimming pools all over the ship, but they all seem very crowded, at least today on departure day. We're gonna figure out the sweet spot, maybe on the port day.
Yep, great ambience here at the icon of the seas. Too many people though, a lot of people.
Here we have a rock climbing wall as we walk towards the aft section of the ship. And we're actually looking for a spot where maybe we can sit down with a view to experience departure. You usually get great views of Miami Beach.
I mean, worst case scenario, we've got mini golf at the aft of the ship. And here we've got another bar. You see it. By the way, departure is imminent. Imminent. I don't know what time. It's 5:25. By 6, we should be clear in Miami Beach.
I think we found our spot. This is called the Hideaway, the adults-only section of the ship. And it's not all that crowded, I mean, relatively speaking. So we're going to get a refreshing beverage from the bar and claim one of these tables here by the back. Oh yeah, this is going to be a great view towards downtown and both sides of the ship.
Well, it is departure time here at the Hideaway up aboard the icon of the seas. So cheers everybody, and I'll see you at the next port of call.
Great views of the Venetian Islands from deck 15 here. I think those people are renting that houseboat while they build their house. I've seen it there for a while. The cargo area of the port can also be interesting. The logistics must be, let's just say, complex. There goes the Fisher Island ferry. Yeah, Fisher Island is only accessible by ferry, one of the most expensive places in the US, ranking number 4 as of 2024. The average home will set you back about $6 million. As we come upon Miami Beach, let's check out the time lapse. So close to Fisher Island. Feels like you could almost touch those $6 million balconies. We're reaching the southern tip of Miami Beach. South Beach. By the way, this is only my 3rd cruise. In as many years as I've lived in this town, the cruise capital of the world, definitely over 30 years. But let me tell you, these views of Miami Beach as you leave port, they never get old. That would be South Point Pier down there, and South Point Park also. They're a good spot to look back at the departing cruise ships and wave goodbye. It's been almost 20 years since the last time I was on a cruise ship, so let's see how this goes. It is quite a departure from RV life, let me tell you. Let's check back on that time lapse. One final look at Miami Beach as we get farther and farther away, and check it out, we have the Thriller speedboat that you can take at Bayside, and some people parasailing as well. Yeah, saying goodbye to the 305. See you in 6.5 days. Well, this is a lot of fun, but I think we better get back. Get dressed up and ready for dinner. Okay, one last look at Miami Beach.
Oh, we're going to Central Park.
We still have like half an hour until our dinner reservation, and the string quartet is playing at Central Park, so let's check it out. I have a feeling the jazz club is going to be one of our favorite places, but
It's a private function, but we came to see the violins, the string quartet. They're somewhere around here.
There's Mom coming. From Ipanema. Anyway, this was a nice, relaxing time before dinner.
And we are at the main dining room. And we've got the crab cake, southern fried chicken, the chef's suggestion. It's a Boston cream cake. Gotta have some coffee before the show, right? Pretty good. Actually, really good. It's a huge dining room, and first night dinner was a success. Let's find the exit.
In order to get to the Royal Theater, we have to go through the casino,
Casino Royal,
and the nightclub, which is called Music Hall. And Music Hall is kind of sad because there's no one here. And you would think on a ship with over 5,000 passengers. Anyway, here we go, Royal Theater. Tonight's show involves a juggler. It is almost midnight, and we're back at the promenade for the balloon drop. We've got Latin music at Boleros, everybody having a good time. It seems like the promenade is going to be the epicenter of all the action here on the ship. This, by the way, the Aqua Theater, here by the front of the ship. Maybe we'll catch a show here sometime. We're back at the promenade, and it's a lot more crowded now. I think they are going for like a 1970s theme. Sorrento's seems to be the pizzeria. And take a look at this place now.
I need you after three to put your hands up in the air, and we're gonna wheel. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on the icon of the seas, welcome aboard! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think this is a great way to begin our cruise on the Western Caribbean with this balloon popping extravaganza. Yes, did I mention this was supposed to be an Eastern Caribbean cruise? Yeah, more about that later. Right now, let's end our night at the Dueling Pianos Piano Bar.
You are part of the band. You're part of the band, right?
Yeah, I wish I could play some of this music on YouTube without me talking over it because they are really good, especially the guy. Actually, the live music so far has been great everywhere. It may be one of the highlights of the whole week.
Well, it's the epilogue of our first night here.
Music hall a little livelier at this late hour. Here we have these fellas encouraging us to wash our hands before hitting the buffet. Let's check out the swim-up bar. This is almost a bucket list item, believe it or not. Actually, they make a really good gin and tonic. We had some pasta for lunch, listened to some music at the promenade, and that's all we really did today. Lay by the pool, sipping Shandong, relaxing, listening to music at some of the different venues. Because that's what a cruise is all about, right? Doing nothing? French onion soup. And today is lobster night. Le crème brûlée. It is a brand new day on board the Icon of the Seas. And today is a port day, so most people are getting ready to go ashore. Yeah, Cozumel, Mexico. That's where we are today. Not where we were originally going, but more about that later. We are now stepping on Mexican soil.
Here we are, on this side, our Icon of the Seas, which we haven't reached the back yet, it being so big. But on this side we have the enchantment of the seas, and that's Mexico right there. There's a new Margaritaville. I hadn't seen that one. Well, I was here 20 years ago, so it was probably not there. Not 20, but almost 20.
I'm getting a lot of condensation on my lens here. It is really humid.
There you can compare the sheer size of what a couple of years ago was still one of the largest ones in the world, and the Icon. Anyway, let's continue. That's a pretty thick rope to hold it in place there.
As I mentioned, Cozumel wasn't really part of the plan, so we're not gonna do much here. And here's a better comparison of the size difference between these two ships. When we booked this cruise, we were going to St. Thomas in St. Martin. So I was really disappointed when they changed our ports of call last minute because of a tropical storm. So we don't really have any shore excursions here in Cozumel. We may get one for Costa Maya, which is our next port of call. Here we have some mariachis.
Mi casa es su casa. ¿Hablan español?
Sí.
Perdón por interrumpirlos.
The only reason we got off the boat here is because Mom wants to buy some souvenirs. So after we do that, we're getting back on board and maybe enjoy a slightly less crowded ship. Oh, these are actually really nice.
There you go, only in Mexico, a silver iguana. Well, of course we got Senor Frogs, Margaritaville. It's like being back in Miami. And here we have a line, of course. You can take a picture with the Cozumel sign. That's our ship back there.
So we spent some time, a lot of time actually, at the hideaway pool as the ship slowly sailed away. And then there was live music at Central Park. I'm telling you, so far the music has been the highlight of the cruise for me. The food perhaps being a distant second. I just love all these informal performances all around the cruise ship. By the way, the same musicians that are part of the orchestra at the theater, or the jazz band at the jazz club, or just soloing here and there. Today we're going to end it once again at the promenade. Greetings! It is day 4 on board the Icon of the Seas. It is a sea day, so there's one thing to do. Enjoy the ship's amenities. These guys are really good, by the way. They play all types of Caribbean tunes and styles, but I think they are best at playing classic reggae. You'll see. We came to the theater, to the Royal Theater, to enjoy the orchestra. And let me tell you, it's a nearly flawless performance. They are so tight and so well rehearsed. And they're playing all these cool, different arrangements of popular tunes. Then we went to see the water show, which we didn't have tickets for, but we kind of snuck in. Standing room. Very well choreographed. Stuff happening all the time, all over the place. It does get a little repetitive at times, but you can tell these folks are real athletes, so talented. It is visually and orally stunning. What can I say? That was a good show. Like most nights, we're ending the day at the jazz club. We've actually been alternating between the dueling pianos and the jazz club, sometimes both. Good morning. The site of the Mahawal Lighthouse is a clear sign we have arrived at our next port of call, Costa Maya. I guess it is some sort of resort made to look like a Mayan temple. I believe it is called Lost Mayan Kingdom Water Park. Yeah, this looks very tropical. Cool town. Anyway, today we have a shore excursion.
Welcome to the humidity of the Caribbean jungle. Well, we've made it to Costa Maya, and we're going on a cruise and a tour. It's early to see some Mayan ruins. Should be interesting. Well, there's our boat. Let's keep going.
It is going to be nice to be off the ship and on solid ground for a few hours. Here we have some art by the pier. And here we line up, and my lens got condensation again. Anyway, no time for folklore as we are rushed to our bus. It is going to be about an hour ride inland and our guide wants to beat the crowds. By the way, we are going to the Chacchoben Mayan ruins. There are some pretty nice properties here in the small town of Mahawal. Not long ago, Mahawal used to be a quiet fishing village of less than 1,000 inhabitants. But with the arrival of cruise ships, it has grown exponentially. I would love to explore a little, but that's the thing with cruising. You get very limited time at some of these locations. So if you think we've barely scratched the surface in the past, here's not even a scrape.
Your sunglasses, your hats, and your bug repellents. Okay, we have the rainy season.
we have arrived at the ruins, I believe. By the way, it was $4 to be able to record video, which I think is worth it.
Oh, check it out. That's pretty impressive. And discovered fairly recently, in the 1970s, when an archaeologist flying a helicopter stumbled upon these hills surrounded by flatlands, which turned out to be ruins.
Go ahead, you can climb on the steps, but only up to the white rope, okay? We'll get to climb in another area. Go ahead, you guys. I want to make
The structures are estimated to date back to the year 700 AD, although the area had been settled much earlier, presumably as far back as 200 BC. Over the course of 2,000 years, the temples were covered by nature, and they weren't excavated until 1994, when restoration began.
White rope. I guess this is as high as we can go today.
Chacchoben is Mayan for the land of the red corn.
This is how far we can go.
Here we have a ceiba tree. Next, we're going to see another pyramid. I'm glad we came early because it is already getting hot and humid here in the tropical jungle.
What you're about to see next, an example of how the archaeologists find all of these temples, all of these structures just covered in this thick vegetation.
We're gonna climb to the top of the temple.
Yeah, this one we can climb all the way to the top.
And we've made it to the top of this temple. We have some archaeologists still working on discovering the mysteries of the Mayas. There's the temple over there, the temple over here.
Amazing that they are still excavating, discovering things, and trying to learn about this ancient civilization.
Very cool. Everybody's trying to take a picture, so I'm just gonna go down. Well, this is what she called the restoration line. I don't know if you can see it, but everything above that line is not reconstructed, but all this was covered with jungle. So that when they were removing the jungle, it, yeah, some of this stuff, fell down. So whatever is on top of that line on different layers let's not call it reconstructed, but they had to put the puzzle back together. I think they're calling us. They're calling one of the groups.
Yeah, we really do not want for them to leave without us.
Yeah, apparently this round construction on the edge of the pyramid is very unique to these ruins, Mayan ruins. It's getting hot in here, but now we have nowhere to go but down. These steps are definitely not OSHA compliant. No. Maybe the Mayans had larger legs, or were more agile. Let's look for our guide. And according to what she said, that was something that they would put in front of the pyramid, in front of the plaza. There's a picture of a ruler and it had writings, but of course, with all the years of humidity and the elements, the writing is no longer legible, but you could kind of tell, right? Whew, it's hot and humid. I feel like I'm back in Florida.
Some of these trees that wrap themselves around other vegetation.
Some special bees that don't sting, but they're very medicinal. I think this is like the end of the tour already. But according to what she said, you know, this was a big gathering area here in front of that temple. There are mounds all around us, which would be like bleachers, I guess, where people would stand, and they would do like ceremonies here in the middle, like ceremonies or I don't know, theater. I don't know what they would do, but it was the main gathering area all around in front of the temple. Yeah, I think this is it. If there's like only one negative about this tour is that it has been short, a little bit rushed, perhaps. Well, I'm glad we were one of the first tours because first it wasn't as hot as it is now, and right now it's like this place is crowded, and there's another cruise ship in town. Yeah, I hadn't noticed the round corner construction. That's apparently unique.
This railroad and bridge under construction are part of an ambitious project called the Mayan Train. It is supposed to connect some of the most important Mayan historical sites and promote tourism to lesser-known spots. I guess infrastructure is a good thing. I really love this glimpse we're getting here into real Mexico. Maybe we should come someday with an RV. I was checking on Google and there are some RV parks on the Yucatan Peninsula. And we're back at Mahahual and the Costa Maya cruise port. By the way, Royal Caribbean recently purchased this whole port, so it will become a private resort, exclusive to Royal Caribbean. Kind of like the place where we're going next, our final port of call.
Hello guys, you guys need a taxi?
The whole complex looks brand new.
But it's certainly a lot more livelier than this morning, but I think we're just gonna get back to the boat. You know, yeah, all kinds of activities here at the port. Oh, look at our boat, it's huge.
It is certainly iconic.
The icon, Amana Mia cigars.
Yeah, there are more than a few places promoting Cuban cigars and all kinds of things. All kinds of shops and restaurants. This place looks like it could be fun, but we're gonna start heading back to the ship. Make sure Mom is okay. She didn't come with us on this excursion. Everybody having a good time, and with two large cruise ships in town, no wonder this place is so crowded. Of course, this area is 100% catered to us. If you only come here and you think you visited Mexico, well, not really.
Live music on the streets. That's what I'm talking about.
We're about to experience a Mayan ritual called the Dance of the Flyers.
You will not be using any type of safety net, cables, or harnesses. The Gulf of Mexico ritual is known as Totonatu or Totonapa. So they would have good rain and corn crops. Each one of them points to a cardinal point while they perform the dance craft replicas of the original ritual. The main income of the Papantla Flyers is based on their tips and donations.
Ooh, they are winding up all that rope now, as one of the flyers shows the toy they sell. It looks like they might be ready. Oh wow, that looks like it could be a fun ride, if not a little dangerous, huh? I mean, in all seriousness, the ritual was meant to appease the gods and bring back the rains after drought. I am so glad we did this.
The cultural heritage of humanity. I would like to remind you that the main...
Let's get back to the ship.
This is truly a tropical paradise. One final look at the Mahawal Lighthouse as we say goodbye to Mexico. And the harp player is still here.
Muy bueno.
It's Independence Day on the Icon of the Seas, and there is a huge celebration taking place at the promenade. They have a huge flag and food and treats from different regions. But actually, after eating for 6 days on this boat, I can tell you classic American fare is not their forte. Indian food, on the other hand, so good. But something as simple as biscuits, they just can't get them right. We're gonna have one of the signature drinks before going to see a show.
Wow.
All right. Oh no. You got a bad ball there. Don't worry about it.
Sorry for the smoke. Don't panic, it's organic.
Don't panic. Alright, now we're talking. Thank you.
This, by the way, was a very well produced show. One of my favorite pastimes on the cruise has been coming to Chill Island to listen to the reggae band. They are so good, and as I said, my favorite is when they play classic reggae, like right now. Such great chill-out music, so appropriate. At this point, I'm kind of ready for our last port of call though. One more time at the dueling pianos, just because I love music. And another day comes to an end. And another beautiful sunset. And as night falls, we get to see the city lights of Miami just over the horizon. Whoops, technical difficulties.
Thank you so much for coming on this cruise ship, but also for being here tonight, staying up late to celebrate with all of it. Oh, it's a premature one right there. I know you're all here waiting for the big balloon drop, so if you'd like to assist me, we're going to count down from 10. But before we do that, of course, naturally on the 4th of July, we usually have a fireworks display. We are on a cruise ship, so we can't have fireworks, but our amazing, creative, technical team have put together a simulated firework display, so everybody can look up to the ceilings. Please, let's enjoy this lovely, iconic fireworks!
The simulated fireworks are kind of lame, but nice try. And the irony of a British cruise director hosting the 4th of July celebration is not lost. Anyway, balloon drop time.
3, 2, 1, Happy 4th of July! Keep them up in the air, everybody! Happy 4th of July! We got the fireworks going. Amazing! Congratulations! Thank you for joining us here on the Icon of the Seas. We're so happy to have you and keep celebrating the night away with your amazing resident teachers.
As I mentioned earlier, Mom came with us on this cruise, but while we didn't take too much video, we did take plenty of pictures. And here we have some of them. She had such a great time during the 4th of July celebration. We've made it to Coco Cay. It is our last day. Perfect day at Coco Cay. This is paradise, I'm telling you. This is Royal Caribbean's private island. And we decided to pay a little extra to be in the adults only section, called, the same as in the cruise ship, the Hideaway. This is fun. Swim up bar, DJ, such a party atmosphere. This is exactly what we needed. We came to the Hideaway hut, and there's live music. The young woman on percussion, oh man, she's particularly great. Let's walk around the island a little bit before returning to the ship. See what the other areas are like. I guess the Utopia of the Seas was here yesterday. I believe this one is called Harbor Beach, and they have a balloon ride. And this would be Chill Island Beach. I guess everything is named after their equivalent on board the ship. This certainly was a perfect day
at Coco Cay.
That must be the Norwegian cruise line island over there.
That's our boat.
The pre-dawn view of the Miami skyline brings a bittersweet end to our 7-day Western Caribbean cruise. As I mentioned at the beginning, this was quite a departure from RV life. And it is not only that. I would venture to say this is the opposite of RV life. An RV is freedom. You get to go where you want, when you want. You can even change your mind halfway through the trip. You can stay as long as you want and decide whether you want peace and solitude or circle the wagons for more of a party, gregarious atmosphere. On a cruise, you're basically trapped inside a floating city, and they take you where they want. They can even change destinations on you last minute, and everything is on a tight schedule. And forget about peace and solitude on a ship like this. Also, the quality of the food and the service will inevitably suffer when you have to serve over 7,000 passengers. There's something to be said for the music and entertainment, which were both outstanding, way above my expectations. It would be impossible to get bored here. But then again, some things are repetitive, some were overcrowded, and hard to see sometimes. That being said, it was overall a great time. Now, will we do it again? Probably not anytime soon. It is not the ship's fault, or Royal Caribbean for that matter. It is us. We're mainly RV people, not cruise people. Until the next one, thank you so much for watching, and see you on the road. Riding in my